I was a patient of Dr. Brent's and had a lot of problems breastfeeding my firstborn. So had a lot of issues in the beginning, worked through them, and then saw the good part at the end. So that's why I thought if I could do it and make it through, that I wanted to help other mothers. I like to talk. I like to help people, caring about other people. I could never see myself sitting in a cubicle, which is funny because one of my former jobs was in a cubicle, but interacting with people was it. My senior thesis actually at IUP was on breast milk, so I kind of knew even back in my early teens this was where I wanted to be. Well, I have 3 active children, so that's probably foremost. I like to use a lot of my creative side, so I do a variety of things. I quilt, which is very old-fashioned, but still provides me with a lot of calming, stress-free time. Love baking, and like I said, being active with the kids, band, and such. Probably using that creative side professionally. Sleeping in, working late, working on an island, working outside, but doing something creative, quilting, painting, something outside where I can feel the fresh air and wear sandals all the time and that sort of thing. So maybe my kids would be invited, I don't know. No, they would be. Kids do. Pretty eclectic when it comes to books. Probably one of my favorite growing up was The Black Stallion, because I always loved the fantasy of having a horse on the beach. Charlotte's Web, Little Women. I was actually named after the Beth in Little Women, even though I think she's the one that dies. But my mom, that was my mom's favorite book, so that I kind of got that by heredity, I guess. But my Hollywood crush. 2 favorite movies are actually very opposite ends of the spectrum. I love The Godfather, and not so much the trilogy, but the original Godfather. A big Al Pacino, young Al Pacino fan. And The Wizard of Oz, actually, because of its magical, good family memories with The Wizard of Oz. My Hollywood crush is probably Joe Manganiello, star of True Blood and Magic Mike. He's my fave. Probably the magic that exists in a new family. The dads are the ones that really get me. We expect the moms to be emotional, but when the dads get choked up and can really see the magic that's happening between a mom and a baby when everything connects and they're able to feed and dad can hear the swallows and dad gets involved and you see that little tight unit, whether it's their first child or their 5th child. I think that's what keeps me coming back, just being part of that building block, if you will, to set them up for whatever their breastfeeding goals are in the future, whether it be 3 days or 3 years. I think that's what keeps me coming back.